Let's go ahead and start by just getting into a new galaxy. This is going to be a creative galaxy and it's just going to be focusing on drones. So we're going to add enough factions and a different number of sectors, make it creative, and get into our shipyard. We'll go over the game guide later that you can see in the background here. I'm going to start by giving my ship a name. That's in the upper left hand corner where it says Drone Launching 1.0. And I'm going to start by just putting on a couple modules so we can start developing the shape of our ship. We're using size 3 modules because that's what size the drone hangar is. We're going to start by adding a cockpit, just get it put in place, and then realize I put it on the opposite way from what I wanted. I'm going to go ahead and rotate it, just pressing the letter E on my keyboard a couple of times to get that module rotated around. Next, I'm going to add a hull. This is going to be the body of my ship, and it's where my actual hangar bay is going to get placed. Click on the hangar and then add a size 3 hangar bay. If you go into the subsystems, you'll notice that you can add drone bays, adjust the drone launch rate, which makes it launch either faster or slower, and then also a launching platform. So make sure that you do have all 3 of those components when you're actually installing a hangar on your ship. I'll go ahead and get the subsystems added to the cockpit now as well. Alright, now let's go ahead and add a drone control module, DCM. Those are going to be a size 2 object, and once you get them placed, you'll see how they are similar to a smaller size cockpit. Get that placed and then adjust the subsystems on this. This is what's going to give you your drone controls, which means you're going to be able to tell your drones to attack things. Give it a little bit of armor, and we're good to go there. Next, click on Hangar Bay in the lower left-hand corner and notice that you now have drones available on the right-hand side. As you click them, they'll get placed into the Hangar Bay. This means you'll actually be able to use them when you're in flight. If you don't click on that Hangar Bay, you won't actually be able to use them, and press Shift G to be able to have drones flying around in space with you. We're going to duplicate this process now just by adding a second hull, and then we're going to go through the same process, adding another hangar, and then another DCM, and adjusting the hangar bay control. Again, we're adding a drone bay. We're also going to be adding a launch rate and a launching pad. And since I have a little bit left over, I will go ahead and add some armor. Now the DCM, you do not need to add a second one to it. The first one will be able to control multiple bays. So go to Hangar Bay 2, add all the available drones. So we now have a total of 10 drones, 6 in Bay 2 and 4 in Bay 1. And we'll be able to use these guys in combat. Now the rest of this video I'm basically just going through and finishing up my ship. So I'll be adding the engines and the weapons and so forth. Once I get done adding all of these components, I will go ahead and get the game launched so you can see how our drones do in combat.